Your Excellency, Mr. Bogdan Ariscu, Foreign Minister of Romania, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to join you today. I would like to thank the Government of Romania for convening the 10th Ministerial Conference of the Community of Democracies. Just a few days ago, on 15th of September, the world celebrated the International Day of Democracy. Democracy is a celebration of that system of governance in which the collective say of the people does mean and matter. Countries, societies, communities, and organizations thrive and survive on the very idea of freedom, freedom of speech, action, and implementation. In other words, freedom is the kernel of comprehensive development and progress of any system. And when this freedom is in the hands of people, it equips them with power. It's 76 years since the United Nations was founded, and the global democratic landscape is characterized by fragilities and vulnerabilities, from climate crisis to COVID-19, from migration to misinformation, from a trust deficit to inequality. Today's conference and its emphasis on democracy and resilience is both timely and much needed. It begs the question, is democracy resilient? Can democracy cope with the complex challenges and crises of today? The answer to both these questions is a resounding yes. Over 1 million citizens responded to 2020 UN Global Survey on the future we want, the United Nations we need. Their responses demonstrated a global population that were broadly united in their hopes for the future. Their priorities included greater international solidarity to manage crises such as COVID-19, increased support to those hardest hit, better efforts to address the climate crisis, greater respect for human rights and settling conflicts, and reducing corruption. These are our shared goals, the key elements that promote healthy democratic societies. Both the United Nations and the Community of Democracies play key roles for democracy to adapt, innovate, and thrive. From addressing new social demands or making sense of the social movements, our organizations help to navigate and deliberate on the dynamic elements of democracy. And this is as it should be. The opening words of the United Nations Charter says, "We the peoples," three powerful words that reaffirm our collective aspirations as nations united. Dear colleagues, democracy is nurtured by increasing the participation of women, youth, and other marginalized actors in political processes. It is strengthened by the inclusion of civil society in appropriate platforms for governance. Democracy is resilient through innovation and adaptability. The Secretary General's report on our common agenda describes a United Nations 2.0 that can accelerate the implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. The report proposes to convene a summit of the future to forge a new global consensus. Through my Presidency of Hope, I commit to working towards the obligations under the common agenda. I will work hard to bring together the best of humanity, to offer the best solutions, and to present a unifying message. My best wishes to the Community of Democracies for its consistency and commitment to advancing the values of democracy and the importance of democratic institutions. I thank you.